Welcome to the video, guys. Today we're back on the MK6 track car and we are fixing possibly the weakest link of this whole car, especially when you're driving on the track, and that is the power steering fluid. Right, so because that is right on top of the engine bay, when you're driving hard on the road, but especially hard on the track, the engine just cooks power steering fluid, and the power steering fluid comes right out the top of the bottle, and then you don't have any power steering and you get this horrific whine. I've actually got some footage which you've just seen from me doing an Autosolo, and you can hear the whine in the background of the footage. This has happened to me multiple times. The clip you've just seen is me at an Autosolo with no power steering because it's just totally exploded itself. I'll see if I can find a picture of what that actually looks like here. It's just no nice. So how do you fix it? You fix it by installing one of these. Power steering relocation kit. Basically it takes your power steering away from the engine, away around the back, and where your battery sits. Now, we are going to probably relocate the battery in this car quite soon, but this can still live where it lives, so no harm done. Let's fix the weakest link of this track car. So basically, you've got your new bottle over here at the battery tray. You've got your big hose going down here, which goes into the power steering pump. And then you've got your return line, which you can either route round the back here above the exhaust manifold or over the top and round. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. And you also have this beautiful billet aluminium AirTech piece that goes, once you take this bottle off, you obviously need to bung the pump. Well, not bung, bung's the wrong word. You put this in the pump, then you run your big hose to this, and no more sticky fluid all over your engine bay. Over there, lovely. Even if we do, or even when we do remove the battery, you'll be able to, I'll either notch it onto something round about here, you know what I'm saying? I'll make it work. So really excited. So I will start with taking all this old power steering fluid out. Now that should be cherry red, that should be this colour, and it just gets cooked. I change this every track day and it's cooked by the end of the day. It's a bad design. I know everybody who's got an ST150 and has done one track day knows the feeling of this. So I'll get this drained out. I'm not going to pop the hose, I'm going to siphon it out. We will have some stuck in the lines, but you know, that's fine, I'm not bothered. So I'm using my trusty siphon pump. Drop the pump in, squeeze, and you shall see it all coming up. It's a little bit red, I've seen worse, but this is only just done one track day and that's it. One hill climb, this fluid's done. So I'll just let that drain. That's us drained as well as I can do. Again, I know I'm going to have some overflow in the hoses probably, but that's fine, I'm not bothered about that. So let's take off this pipe first. There we go. Only a little bit of dribble. Perfect. And the bottle, you've got 3 10mm bolts, I believe, possibly 8s in here, which we'll get into in a minute. I'm quickly going to whip out my headlight as well, because maybe I can show you the bolts a bit better. So you can see one wee bolt on the left, there's another one on the same place on the right, and then there's one hiding somewhere, I'm pretty sure, above it. So I'll just whip them out now. Also, my paint job from when I did the engine swap, I painted everything. It's actually holding up alright for like the minimal prep that I did. Never sanded it in, just kind of cleaned it up and painted it. That's all just kind of surface water on it. I'm actually quite happy with that. Okay, confirmed they are 8mm bolts. 8mm bolts. I'm also trying out a new audio source for this video, so let me know in the comments if it's working or if you don't like it. I'm using a wee mic you'll have seen attached to me because I'm outside, and I noticed the unit audio is kind of echoey recently. So if you like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know and I'll stop. This is the last 8mm bolt up here. So 2 down below we just seen, and this one here, a bit tighter. There we go. We should just be able to lift this right out now. There we go. A little bit of power steering fluid, but not that much. Oh, I'm spilling it everywhere. Now we can see all the fluid that's leaked out over the years. All that black shit is, every time it explodes, it just drips all down itself. So that's exactly what that is. So now the bottle's away, you can see where the AirTech billet adapter's going to go. It's going to go in there, fit on there, and we can get our hoses in. Before we do that, I'm just going to grab the rest of the return pipe here. I've loosened it off, but I can hear they're a bit of a bugger. Hopefully mine's is alright. Oh, jeez, fucking... Oh, Oh, that was no bother at all. I've watched a few videos where they really fought people, but not a bother. I just undid mine. Oh my god, I'm leaking it everywhere again. I just undid mine with my palm driver. It was a flathead Jubilee clip. Easy days. I'm on a rain break. It is pissing down outside. We've just had the solar bloody eclipse, so it went totally dark, so I had to stop filming. And now, on one of the hottest days of the year up here, it starts pissing down. Honest to God. But at least I get to sit in my new bucket seat. You know, I can just imagine sitting here and... You know what I mean? Ooh, oh, I love it, I love it. So I'll see you when the rain stops. Still a little bit of rain, but it should be alright now. As far as I'm aware, this and the little grub screws are the only bits I need, because I think this is already installed on mine, because this is obviously two different sellers that I bought these from. So I'm going to leave that now, because I just can't see where that goes. If I need it, obviously we'll install it, but we'll soon find out. So, O-ring on there, I believe, like that. So the O-ring, I'm going to drop it in some of that old power steering fluid we just took out, because, you know, don't let it go in dry. Right, O-ring on, going to throw it in. Definitely need to take the headlight out for this, much easier. That is a bloody bugger to get in, very tight. There's not a lot of thread in the screws, for what I imagine is obvious reasons. I'm just going to double check I've got that in the right way. Definitely the right way, because the bolts are countersunk and they can only go that way. So I am confident. Tiny wee grub screws, so I'm not going to over tighten them. Right, now comes for the fun part. I'm just going to force this on. It's got a bend in it, so I imagine that the bend goes that way, where the logo is. It's got to be, doesn't it? My absolute favourite thing about this little screwdriver, you can put a ratchet on it. Right, okay, we're attached there. The return line now is this little pipe here. My hands might be blocking the camera. If that is the case, I am apology. Okay, we are on. Just need to tighten it up with my wee palm driver. You watched last week's video, you'll know this is one of my favourite tools. Okay, we are officially connected. Right, now it's all about routing and then take the battery case off and drill. So, a lot of people come round the back. I don't have a heat shield, and we're going to be running a 421 manifold very soon, which you can't put a heat shield on, you can only heat wrap, but still I'm wanting to route it this way. Away from this, so maybe cable tie it to the winch point, keep it out the road to the aux belt, over the intake manifold, over the air intake, possibly even under the air intake actually, but that's much better than pump sitting here. Right guys, I'm just going to eyeball it. I've made a wee mark with my finger where I think it should go, and I don't have these are just metal drill bits, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see, I think about there. Okay, next size up. Right, let's tighten it up. It's a 10mm and a wee Allen key to hold it. I've not got any Allen keys, so I am using a Torx. I'm happy with that. Secure, just need to fix this back down. Oh, brilliant. Right, that's us, we're fixed. As you can see, solid. Woohoo! Right guys, one last thing to do, and that is add some fluid. This is all I've got left. You should really bleed the system, but as you've probably noticed, I don't have a battery in at the minute. The car's not going anywhere, so I'm not going to start it. It's not getting ran to temp or anything like that. So I'll bleed that when it's finally time to move it. So I just go drop this in. Need to get some more anyway, so this is just kind of ceremonial almost. I'll actually probably drain and flush and add new stuff in when we go to an event or whatever, whenever the build's finished. So this is just ceremonial. Don't know if you can see in there, but it actually says max, cold, and then minimum. So it's minimum at the bottom, cold in the middle, and max. So you can see it better in real life than you can on camera, but aye. So that's us done guys. That's it, fluids in, bottles relocated, big line running down the front under air filter to the bottle, return line running over the engine mount, just next to the engine, over the intake manifold, under the filter and to the bottle. Happy days. So that's it, guys. The weakest bit of this car is sorted. Oh, so excited. That is like, I've been wanting to do that for ages, but none have ever come up second hand until this one, you know. So when I seen this, I jumped straight on it, and mate, I can't even put into words how much a difference it makes. Like at this track, you have to have power steering fluid with you, as you've already showed about, you know, showed you earlier. It is horrific. So this, oh, I'm buzzing with this, and I'm actually really sad that the car's no going anywhere for me to try it, you know. This is, every time I work on this car, I just want to drive it. But aye, well, it's coming soon. I'm just waiting to get a trailer, but you know, keep a look at trailer, and then we are going to every event we can. Autosolo, hill climb, track day, fucking whatever. She's going, and then when the engine blows up, we're going to forge it. ITBs, half a Ninja Superbike. That's the plan. Bye. Next on the agenda for this build is poly windows, lightweight door cards, get the fire extinguisher sorted, roll cage and suspension. That's pretty much next on the agenda. Most important things: trailer, seat time. That's it. That's simple as that. Easy days. The ST180 is pretty much done now. It's just comfort mods, cool little things I'm adding to it. This is where my focus, money, time is all going, and you're going to see this car in the unit for the first time in winter. Once it hits winter, this car is going to go to my unit, and we get to do all the fun stuff in the unit, because I used to work out here all the time. I swapped my engine out here, but once you've worked in a unit once and in the warm and all that, you never want to come back out here again. I'm a bit of a snob with it, so aye, really excited. So I'll plan some really big, exciting jobs for that kind of December time when the Mark 6 is at the unit. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really nice to get a proper mod back into the Mark 6. Keep the build moving, and aye, I'll see you all next week for, it might be the ST180, it might be this, I'm not sure. So I'll see you all next Sunday, 5 PM.